Wildwood Sanitarium, located in western New York, has a history befitting its paranormal activity. Some dates are a little hazy, but the sign out front reads 1909, and we know by this time it was owned by Dr. Perry and Dr. Henderson, who opened what was called a sanitarium and bathhouse. It was advertised as the only osteopathic infirmary and the first and only osteopathic institution in the state of New York. Not a fashionable resort, but a place to heal. It boasted holistic and natural healing, but these terms were very different from what we would expect today, with treatments such as electric battery baths and bone stretching. When the tuberculosis outbreak hit the town in 1923, it was forced to become a small hospital and treat the infected. Visitors today report all manner of activity among its 4 floors. Many people will never have a paranormal encounter, and some will have encounters that will always haunt them. And then there are others who are magnets to the unknown. Join me as I travel to some of the most haunted locations, where I am joined by my friend Heather to help not only document our experiences, but to try to let the spirits tell their stories through their words and not the ones passed down by others over time, and try to get answers of why I am such a ghost magnet of the paranormal.
Hey everybody, Bradford here, and welcome to another episode of Ghost Magnet Paranormal. And tonight, we are at Wildwood Sanitarium, and I am super excited about this one. It's been on all kinds of paranormal television shows, especially Paranormal Lockdown with Katrina and Nick Roth. But as always, we're not here to tell the stories you've already seen on other television shows, YouTube, or other people's words. We're here to try to catch genuine spirit conversations and let them tell their own stories. And you guys are in for a treat with this video. I'm not producing it. Heather is taking full production. I'm gonna let her take the wheel for this one, and I honestly don't even know how this video is gonna turn out. You guys are in for a treat. All right, so we are in Wildwood Sanitarium. We are starting on the 3rd floor. I'll be honest, these stairs are a little brutal, and we just wanted to give you guys an idea of how dark these floors, these rooms get without these IR lights. Time to get spooky. And this room made me feel sick when we were doing the walkthrough. So we're starting in the actual room that was set up for the doctor's room. We're going to start with EVP sessions. I do have my Sony out in the hallway recording in case anybody comes walking through the hallway with Heather's music box on the floor. So if anybody comes walking up on us, hopefully we'll catch it with the music box. We do have the static dome on the table as well. This runs off of EMF, static. So if anybody gets within proximity of it with a static charge or energy, it will light up for us. We got the DR60, it's just a digital voice recorder with some really good features, so we're going to try to do this first. This is Brad and Heather on the 3rd floor of Wildwood Sanitarium. Is Dr. Perry around by any chance? Earlier when Brooke was giving us a tour, it sounded like someone tried opening the closet door behind me. Who was that? I'm gonna do a playback.
This is Brad and Heather on the 3rd floor of Wildwood Sanitarium. Is Dr. Perry around?
I just felt like someone poked my head.
Earlier when Brooke was giving us a tour, it sounded like someone tried opening the closet door behind me. Who was that?
I didn't hear anything on that. Not even like, because I noticed that after reviewing the Shanley footage, we actually caught a lot of EVPs with this that I didn't notice until doing the video editing. But it sounded like static or gargles. But that was... It just felt like someone poked me on the top of my head. Who was that? Do you see this blinking little red light in my hand? Can you come talk to it, please? Dr. Perry, they say that you're the one that's primarily on the 3rd floor. Why is this floor your favorite? Is it because it reminds you of when you were alive, being a doctor trying to help people? I don't think it caused something towards the end. I sort of like them solid real quick.
Dr. Perry, they say that you're the one that's primarily on the 3rd floor. this for your favorite? Is it because it reminds you of when you were alive, being a doctor trying to help people?
Ooh.
There's something at the end.
It just started coming open on the top of my head. Who was that? You see this blinking little red light in my head? Can you come talk to it, please? Dr. Terry, they say that you're the one that's primarily on the third floor. Why is this floor your favorite? Is it because it reminds you of when you were alive, being a doctor trying to help people?
During this last little discussion session that we were just having with this voice recorder, someone came in towards the end and said something. And I apologize, it's a little hard to hear. Who was that? Can we get a name, please? Was that you, Dr. Perry? Again, I apologize for not being able to hear it too well, but I am going through double ear infections right now, so if you guys can talk a little louder for me, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything on that one. Dr. Perry, when you were alive and trying to help people, what was your favorite procedure to do and try to help those that were sick? Was it the light table, the electric bath? How many patients were you able to help while you were alive? Did you really enjoy being a doctor? Do this playback. Whoever's up here with us, I heard you guys like music, especially because you would play it for your patients to help them feel better. There is this little music box right here on the floor. All you have to do is go in front of this little sensor and it will play music. And the longer you stay in front of it, the longer it goes off. Is anybody able to come set this music box off for us while we're up here chatting? This floor has a lot of energy to it. I've felt it since we've been in this house. And from what I've heard and what I've seen and what I've been told, you guys are really good at manipulating these electronics. Hell, I've already had an IR light turn on by itself. Battery's already drained while we were setting up. And last night was a full moon, so you guys should still have some plenty of energy to come interact with us. I'm going to do one more EVP session to try to talk to the doctor. I'll try to reach Dr. Henderson. He's said to be on the second floor, but this is the doctor's room, so maybe Dr. Henderson will come up and talk to us. Dr. Henderson, can you hear me? Are you up here with us? What was your favorite procedure to do while you were an active doctor? How many patients were you able to help? What was your favorite part about being a doctor? Were you guys upset when they shut down your office and turned it into a tuberculosis hospital? So let's do this playback. And then after that, we'll try the spirit box.
Dr. Henderson, can you hear me? Are you up here with us? What was your favorite procedure to do while you were an active doctor? How many patients were you able to help? What was your favorite part about being a doctor? Were you guys upset when they shut down your office and turned it into a tuberculosis hospital?
What was that? Alright, so for this session, I'm going to use my hack radio that acts like a spirit box, and I'm going to use this setup. Some people call it a portal, some people call it a geo portal, a spirit box. There's all kinds of names for it. It's basically just an enhanced setup that allows you to hear it louder, cut out the static noise you hear through the radio, and give like an echo reverb to try to help you hear the responses through it better. You guys don't have to use a lot of energy to talk through this radio. It's very basic, very easy. All you have to do is manipulate the static and talk to us. Can we get any names, please? Bitches. Did you say bitches? Do you guys like that they purchased your home and kept it from being knocked down and turned into a gas station? Do you appreciate that they're trying to preserve the history of this place and keep it alive? That sounds like no. Do you prefer us to put the lights on like if the doctor's office was actually up and operational? Basement? I heard basement. Is that where you want us to go? Or is that where you are? Holy shit! Someone's out in the hallway right now. Who's out there in the hallway? Who was that? I apologize for getting startled, but it's not too often we have that thing go off, so I actually jumped a little, so I apologize. I didn't mean any disrespect by it. Did you say next? What we're doing this session, I'm going to try to loosen headphones to see if I can hear these any better. So these are just basic headphones. They were made for gaming entertainment purposes. But Nat of Always Chasing Ghosts Paranormal, or ACG Paranormal, notice that these basically are really good amplifiers to hearing, because basically they're just giant hearing aids. So I should be able to hopefully hear some of the responses coming through this a little better, or EVPs out in the hallway, or even here in the room with us. And I'm going to try to see if they help me hear some of these responses coming through better. Who set off the music box in the hallway for us? That sounds like basement again. Is that where you guys are right now? Who set off the music box for us? I heard you guys are really good at opening and closing doors. Are you able to do that for us, please? Do you want to close this door so we have more doctor-patient privacy? Please, I really like this when I have privacy with my doctor. So are you able to close this door so we have some more privacy? All right. So for some reason, it seems like the portal is actually not working as well as I thought I would like it to. So I'm gonna actually shut this down for now and try to use just the normal spirit box. And I'll set up an envelope, which is basically just an electronic word bank where spirits can manipulate it and pick and choose words through an electronic dictionary, because maybe they'll be able to chat a little better through that for us. Dr. Perry, Dr. Henderson, I just put on this bed a little electronic dictionary. You can use your energy to manipulate it and choose and pick words through the dictionary to talk to us. Is this a little easier for you?
Text.
That is actually a really cool response. It says text after I asked if it's a little easier for them to talk to us that way.
Okay, I'll take it.
So Dr. Perry or Dr. Henderson, is this you? Are you able to choose the word doctor through that by any chance? Well, I'm just going to turn the REM pod on this for now. So this emits its own magnetic field of energy. See? So if anything breaks the little force field, it just tells us. And the closer it gets to the antenna, the stronger the signal, the more it lights up. Trying to think of where I want to stage this. We hear a lot of knocks in that back bedroom, so I'm just going to put this in the bedroom and stage it. So now we got 2 devices in the hallway because we keep hearing a lot of noises out there. I'm just going to try, let's see, what do we want to go with? We will go with Ghost Tube for now. It's basically Ghost Tube's version of the Phasma box, which is a really good spirit box. I have my phone on airplane mode right now. Hello? See, we know you're out there. That's why I put that device out there. Just want you to come talk to us. Are you able to do so? Again, we're not here to pass down the stories to others that Brooke told us, that other YouTubers have shown. I can see the red light off the wall. We're here to let you guys tell your story through your words of how you want it portrayed. That was a creepy laugh, and it just said quickly. Alright, so now we're getting a little chatty. Thank you. Like I said, there's no reason to be shy. I know we're strangers in your area, but that's why I keep introducing myself. I'm Bradford, and this is Heather.
Do any of the medical professionals here recognize that name I said earlier?
Say it again.
Cecilia Hayes. And then she was also known as Dr. Cecilia Mix.
Did you guys go to school with her by any chance?
Or know her? I know she was very active in the community, the osteopathic community.
The static just like kind of
It
like...
got quiet.
And I haven't touched anything. I'm just holding it.
No.
We're talking. Okay.
Just-
Can we get a name, please?
Touched me too, so I just moved.
You guys scratched?
No, just touched me, not scratched, just...
Didn't she say they like to try to open that door and close that door? Is there still enough room behind your chair and the door if they try to open it? You know?
Yeah, they can open it.
I just was wondering. Just thought of that. So who's talking? Can we get a name, please? Just so we can actually address you properly, that's all. Just try to be formal and respectful. What was your favorite thing about being a doctor? What was your favorite part about it?
I can dazzle.
I can dazzle? That's such a... I wouldn't even know how to try to make sense out of that one. But that was a full sentence. So is that what you meant by dazzle? You like to be able to razzle dazzle the ladies? Were you a ladies man? Hey, move, look out that way again and then look back at me. Alright, no, because I can see your hair shadow on the door and it looked like there's like one of your curls that looked like it like went up and then dropped back down real quick.
What?
It's like you can't see, but like as you're sitting right here, it looked like literally looked like.
Oh, if it was back down there though, I did.
But it was up higher.
It could have fallen off my shoulder and on.
That's what I'm trying to see if you can reenact it, but it's not.
Oh, I just got wicked freaking chills.
Did someone just play with Heather's hair?
I'm like.
I think they're amused by you.
Everything is standing on end right now.
Did someone just play with Heather's hair?
Let's see. My goosebumps. Too.
Is there anybody even up here on the third floor with us still? Or should we call it wraps up here and move down to the second floor? First floor, basement. Where would you feel most comfortable talking to us? We are now on the second floor. This is known as the doll room because apparently during Paranormal Lockdown and recording, they wanted the house to look abandoned. So they had them take everything out of the house. But doing so, Nick and Katrina had actually got an EVP saying bring the dolls back in. So they basically just dedicated this room for all the dolls. I have the ovilus going right here. It just said Hair and Sally. So is one of the dolls named Sally?
Yes.
Dude, that's right after I gasped about it going off too. So are you actually here with us right now? Who's Sally? Is it one of the dolls in this room that you really like? Which one's Sally? Also staged for this session, we have a REM pod on that chair. And we have the static dome on these dolls. We did a quick little Patreon session in this room, and we had stuff going off on that chair. So I figured, for you guys, try to reenact it if we can. But that's also another good reason why you should be a Patreon, because we just had a freaking killer session just for Patreons on this floor. But enough of that, let's get back to business. I'm going to actually put the ovilus next to you, facing you so you can see the words. And I'm going to pull out the DR60 and do an EVP session because we were starting to get some really good EVPs and I don't want to stop. Actually, I just saw something on Destination Fear. I'm going to save it for the basement. But one of the episodes, he actually wrote a word on a piece of paper to see if intelligent spirits were around, if they could repeat the word that was on the piece of paper without saying it out loud. You know what? I'll try it in the basement. If it works, it works. Great. I'll be freaking ecstatic. If not, hey, it happens. Who did Heather and I just hear breathing out in the other room? Is that someone trying to sleep? Or is that the record player from the third floor? Or is that someone with a lung issue breathing really heavy and watching us from the other room? There's no reason to be shy. You can come in here and talk to us. Talk to this little red light that's in my left hand. All it is a digital voice recorder that'll allow us to actually hear you and try to communicate with you better. I want to do this playback, and then we'll try a spirit box session.
Breathing out in the other room. Is that someone trying to sleep? Or is that the record player from the third floor? Or is that someone with a lung issue breathing really heavy or watching us from the other room? There's no reason to be shy. Come in here and talk to us. Talk to this little red light that's in my left hand. All it is a digital voice recorder that will allow us to actually hear you and try to communicate with you better.
That's like 3 syllables before I go and actually shut it off. So good thing we got these cameras going, because I got mine with the boosted audio facing in. You have yours right here. Dude, the static dome's going off. I was like, why is there a green light? Like why are you illuminating? It's because the static dome's going off on those dolls right now. Hello? Is this the same person from Little Tommy's room? Or is it someone completely different? Dude, that is bright.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you scratching your face.
Yeah. It's like
That is very consistent.
it's like stuck on.
Yeah. Are you trying to play with those dolls? Ooh. Are those the dolls? Is that Sally? Are you trying to play with the dolls? Are you trying to show us what doll you like to play with? I appreciate you interacting with that device because it shows you're here without being loud and annoying. Are you able to come sit on that chair for us, though? Can you see that wooden chair right there by the door? Can you sit on it? Come sit and have a conversation. Who was just setting off the little pink device on the dolls? Making the lights go around. Who told us to get out when we were in Tommy's room? You know what? For usually just being very chatty, like out of all the spirit boxes, it's been actually really quiet tonight. Yeah. Yeah, why are you guys being so quiet? Let's party. It's Saturday. Let's have some fun. Who's ready to have some fun? Where do you want us to go? That sounded like leave. So you want us to leave your house? I haven't heard the music box go off since it did randomly either. Are you guys still downstairs in the basement? Did you go back up to the 3rd floor? Where are you guys chilling? We just want to talk. Who told us to get out? Can we get a name, please? Because it sounded very angry. My only guess is Dr. Henderson. So was that you? Dr. Perry? Jeremy? Rose, we haven't seemed to hear much from you tonight. Are you around? Are you done talking to us in this room? We're gonna make us chase you around? The temp flux on it just fluctuated. Quick. Alright, I think we're gonna wrap it up and go chase you guys in the basement now. Yeah, it does actually feel a lot like a lighter feeling up here now. Like this floor doesn't feel like it doesn't. I don't know what you're feeling back there, but from here I'm not feeling it anymore. It almost went like quiet. This floor did give us a lot though. The static dome going off. We did catch a couple EVPs that we will have to clean up for the final video that you guys are about to be watching. We got some stuff for the Patreon video. So we did have a really good session on this floor. Overall, so far this night has been amazing. It's been blowing my expectations. I honestly came with low expectations just because there's not much history you can read about online. But overall, no matter where we have gone, every piece of equipment we have used has gotten some kind of response. We've gotten REM pod. We've gotten the music box several times, EVPs, the static dome. No matter what we throw at them, they are responding to us. And I honestly want to finish this night with one of the creepiest parts of this house. And that was the basement, because when Brooke was giving us a tour, that it is the only floor that felt completely different from the rest of the house. All three floors seem to have a similar energy to them, but that basement was just a whole different level. So let's go finish in the basement. Hopefully we save the best for last.
It's crazy that there's this like to keep like
the
water in, and then there's the drain over there.
This whole setup is way creepier and spookier than I anticipated, to be honest. I feel so fucking creeped out right now. I don't think that mirror's really helping either. So we are in the basement. I wanted to save the creepiest part of the house for last. And I'm not saying creepiest because it's the basement. When we were doing our initial tour, like I said, ending the second floor, the rest of the house had almost a similar energy to it. But this basement felt like a completely different entity on its own. So in the bathtub that they actually use for therapy, we have the static dome. On this patient's chair that would have been for patients, we have the REM pod. I have my recorder in this half of the basement, where a bleeding table from a funeral home that was used up to 2018 was donated to this place. I have my camera recording that half with a music box on that bleeding table. And we're going to start it off. Hello. I'm telling you, this basement feels so much different than the rest of the house. We are going to start off with the DR60, see if we can get any EVPs. There is a fan kind of going, which kind of sucks, so I'm hoping this doesn't pick it up, but we're going to try anyways. This is Brad and Heather. We are now in the basement of Wildwood Sanitarium. Tommy, I heard you like to hang out in the basement. Is that true? What's that? That was like the first knock we've heard in a while. Who just made the knock noise? Tommy, are you down here? Did you just say something?
Nope.
I swear to God, I just heard a voice. Might be hard to hear because of the fan.
Now in the basement of Wildwood Sanitarium. Tommy, I heard you like to hang out in the basement. Is that true? Yeah. That's like the first time we've heard in a while. Who's Wildwood Sanitarium?
There's something right here. Watch.
I heard you like to hang out in the basement. Is that true? Yeah.
There's something, and then me freaking out to the knock. There's a voice, and then me freaking out to the knock.
Play it regular speed.
Tommy, are you down here out in the basement? Is that true? Yeah. That's like the first notion of Wildwood Sanitarium. Tommy, I heard you like to hang out in the basement. Is that true? Yeah.
There's a voice, the knock, and then me freaking out to it.
Who just made the knock noise? Tommy, are you down here? Could you just say something?
Alright, that's me. I swear I heard a voice up to this by the bathtub, though. I remember in James' house where I was getting actually like kind of spooked out and freaked out, and I had that energy like I want to freak the out. I have that energy going again right now. Like I am on edge. I don't know what's down here, but I don't like what I'm feeling. Are you a spirit that came to this house because of the bleeding table? A spirit that transferred over from the funeral home? Or are you a spirit of a patient from Dr. Henderson and Dr. Perry? Or are you a patient from when it was a tuberculosis hospital? Who is down here in this basement with us? There's a little red light in my left hand. Can you come talk to it, please? My body is freaking out right now.
Are you a spirit that came to this house because of a bleeding table? A spirit that transferred over from the funeral home? Or are you a spirit of a patient from Dr. Henderson and Dr. Perry? Or are you a patient from one of the tuberculosis hospital? Who's down here in this basement with us? There's a little red light in my left hand. Can you come talk to it, please? My body.
Me, nothing on this one. I'll try one more before switching over to Spirit Box. Who's in this basement with us? Are you able to set off this music box for us, please? It's on the bleeding table. Can someone sit on it? Or go sit at one of those chairs at that table? If you do so, it'll play music. Here, I'll even show you. See? That's all this does. It just plays music. So you just go in front of this sensor and it'll play some music. And the longer you stay in front of it, the longer it plays. Do you like music? Music is very good therapy for the soul. I absolutely love music. What was your favorite kind of music when you were around? Or what do you still like to listen to?
Bleeding table, can someone sit on it? Or go sit at one of those chairs at that table? If you do so, I'll play music. Here, I'll even show you. See? That's all this does. It just plays music. So you just go in front of this sensor, and I'll play some music. And And the longer you stay in front of it, the longer it plays. Do you like music? Music is very good therapy for the soul. I absolutely love music. What was your favorite kind of music when you were around? Or what do you still like to listen to?
I'm gonna put this on this device. That's twice
That's the
Gail
second time.
in the same attitude too. Hi Gail. Who are you? You have to be a spirit of this house. Or are you from the cemetery in the backyard? Because that's twice your name has come through with that same type of attitude. Kind of like sassy. You a sassy gal? You want to come chit chat with us? Tell your story? Because you weren't on the list of names we were given earlier. So if you're a new spirit that we can talk to and get your story out, I would love to help. Gail, if you are here with us, can you set off this little pink box in the tub? Go sit with it? Or if it's easier, sit in this little red chair? Or if you want some privacy and space from us, but let us know you're here, go set off that music box. I will say this though, as creepy as this basement is, I kind of like it because it does remind me of an abandoned hospital. It has like that same like smell and the overall feelings. So I like it. It's creepy, but I like it. So I'm gonna pull up my phone. I'm gonna pull up the notepad and I'm gonna type a word. I'm not gonna say the word out loud. I'll show it to the camera, but let's see if we can get them to say it on the obelisk for us. That would really show that they're here with us and help validate. Alright, so this is going to be a very relevant word to where we are right now. Actually, I'm going to do two. One to trigger some of the spirits of the house, one to trigger a specific spirit of the house. I'm not going to say any names because I want to see if they are here paying attention. So we're going to do this one for a few of them. And then we're going to say this one for the other one. There's some shit around here that is not normal for locations. It's not normal to have a cemetery right in the backyard. A bleeding table from a funeral home donated to it. Still, all this equipment from it was a tuberculosis hospital. The gear from when they were acting doctors here. These dolls from God knows where they came from. So I honestly don't think this is a place that knows how to die down. It's just trying to keep up with them. But it doesn't even seem like when we first came down here, it was like, even with that light on in that like storage section, it had like a darkness over the darkness type look to it. And now it's just so much lighter. I'm just going to give that another minute or two. We'll try with the spirit box. See if we can get any final words from them. If not, we'll wrap it up and call it a night. So, is anybody going to blow our minds right now and say one of those two words off my phone onto that little black cube?
Okay.
Oh my god.
That was just the music box.
Dude, my heart.
You were in such a zone.
I was. Hello? Are you able to come over here and talk to us? I have these two words written on my phone. Are you able to come over here and say them onto this little black cube? That is a lot. Are you pacing back and forth over there like you're antsy? Are you okay? What's wrong? Because the way that's going off is like someone's pacing back and forth. Like you're either upset or antsy. What's wrong?
It is weird.
It is. It's like someone's pacing back.
What did that say?
Hold and contrition. What the hell does contrition even mean?
Acts of contrition.
What the?
Sorry, that was me.
Oh,
Sorry.
what a warning. Well, I appreciate it. Whoever was setting off the music box. Scared the ever living shit out of me. This isn't working, so I'm gonna. I mean, if they still say those two words, I will be kind of pumped. Because those two words have not come through once tonight. So if either one of them still come through, I'll be kind of happy. Which one do I want to use to end the night? I kind of like Dead Wave. I do like Necrophonic. Necro is like one of my favorites, but Dead Wave. What are you, sitting in the chair now? And you're pissed that I got up all up in your space? Alright, so what we thought was turning into a quiet basement. Are you the one that set off the music box? Are you the same spirit that was setting off the music box and on the table over there? Yes? Is that a yes? Green means go? Can you make that go to red for no? Touch it even more and it'll turn red. Red will mean no. Are you able to do that? What the hell? That was so sporadic and random. Help. Please help. Kill. Who's down here with us? Dr. Perry, can you hear me? Dr. Henderson? To show that you're here, how many of us are in the basement right now? How many living people are in the basement right now? Just two? Who's dumb? Can you hit one of the chairs for us, please? Get out of here. What the f was that?
That was in there.
Yeah, it was right after I said, can you hit one of the chairs? There was a bang from in there. Like, who just made that really loud bang in the basement for us? Do you think it's funny scaring me? This is just boo.
I'm not really sure what it said, but
I'm not 100%, but it almost sounds like boo. Do you keep coming down in the basement to scare us out and then go back somewhere else? Who was setting off the music box on the bleeding table for us? That hasn't gone off in a while. Did you like the music that was coming out of that box? That's why you kept setting it off so much? Doing like what it did in the basement of SK, it jumped all the way up. That's weird. It doesn't make sense. Only two places that I've seen that happen: SK basement and this basement. Who's in this basement with us right now? Gail, you've come through on this little black box a few times. Are you still around? Might be hard to hear.
That might chase us out of here.
Yeah. So we'll call it quits in the basement.
Yeah.
The furnace is kicking on. It's starting to get a little quiet with the devices. So I think it's a good time to wrap up the basement. Thank you for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video because this was, and I've said it several times, the craziest, scariest night I personally have ever had. Heather's admitted it a few times herself. She didn't show it on camera like I did, but she admitted it. For all the other socials, make sure you go to ghostmagnetparanormal.com and you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever social media platform you prefer. Until next time, Bradford out.